Hey everyone, Forever Ladies here, back here with another video, and guys, we have a large amount of parts, as you can see, all on this table. So, if you're curious, why is everything all spread out, why is everything like this, and why isn't it like a normal unboxing video? Now, I did actually record the unboxing video, I had everything planned out, and I actually thought it went really well, other than being a little longer than I wanted. But while I was editing, I found out that the file, there was a corruption type thing going on with it, and somehow it didn't go well. I don't want to get into it, but the video kind of just ended up being a failure. So I realized, I'm like, okay, well, that was a failure, but I want to get these parts out, I want to get this video out, and I ended up deciding, okay, well, everything's all laid out, I might as well just go ahead and show everything and get into depth with what's going on. And I also really wanted to make this video because of the fact that I really want you guys to get hyped for the next update of Hoth. And I'll get more in depth about this in just a moment. But if you are curious why there is no episode of Hoth this past weekend, I mentioned this the last video, as well as on my Instagram page. I mentioned that I was going to be out of town, that I went to a family vacation or family reunion in Missouri. I had a fantastic time. I enjoyed hanging out with my cousins I haven't seen in a while. I got to hang out with my cousin that I haven't seen in a year or so as well. So I had a phenomenal time. Also, don't mind the rain. I guess rain doesn't want a YouTuber to film. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I had a great time, and when I got home, I found out I had a few packages waiting for me. So I wanted to get out, and after recording the video, I was like, okay, well, that was a failure, so let me get the actual overview out. And this is what it is. There's a ton of parts here, as you can see. Now, I want to point out that most of these parts came from two sellers that are great people. First seller comes from Brixalotls. A lot of these parts, around half of these parts, came from her. As you guys know, and I've mentioned this countless times, that I ordered from Brixalotls. She's a sponsor of Empire Lug, and she just has a phenomenal store. She's got a large quantity of parts and some great prices, and overall her customer service is great. I enjoy receiving everything, and the parts come as always, and they are brand new, so I appreciate all her customer service, and overall I enjoy my experience buying parts from her. If you want to check her out, I'll leave a link in the description to go check her out. Again, great Bricklink store, and I highly recommend it. She also sent me this, I think this is a free sticker, or a sticker or a decal. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to ask her, or I'm just going to have to find out. But thank you for her for doing that. I was not expecting that, but thank you for that. And yeah, so most of the around half of the parts came from her. Again, check her out. Now, for the other half-ish parts, came from another buddy of mine, BlainesWorlds. Now, Blaine has also a sponsor of Empire Lug. He has some great prices, great parts like Brixalotls. I know this is kind of just a rehash of the other conversation, but he's a great guy. I've become pretty close friends with him, and overall his store is just a great store, and I highly recommend checking out. These two are great stores, and I would recommend buying from them anytime. Along with Brixalotls, I'll leave his link for his Bricklink store in the description below if you want to check it out. Again, highly recommend it. Now, before getting into the actual parts or figures, I do want to point out that I did order more lights. Again, I wasn't completely sure I was, but if you're curious, I bought some more parts, lights from Brick Stuff. If you are new to this channel or don't know what lights I've been using, Brick Stuff is the lights I've been using. I bought a Pico LED light board starter kit, which is basically what I bought last time. The first order I made was a starter kit, and that got me pretty far, and so I ended up deciding, okay, if I'm going to buy more lights, I'm going to get another battery, get another starter kit. That way I have a decent lights and decent stuff on hand. Now, I do have some more lights and connector wire, but I mainly ran out of these connectors right here. Now, there are 8 connectors in the Brick Stuff box or starter kit, and I ended up deciding, okay, well, that's plenty, but just in case, let me order a 4-pack, and just in case, that way I have them on hand. Because of the fact that even for the next mock or the mocks to come, I will be using Brick Stuff's lights. That way, I really enjoy their lights, and I really think they look great in mock, so I'm going to continue using them. They also sent a little postcard and a sticker packet, which I didn't get last time, so I'm quite happy about that. Now moving on to the figures, we got 4 unique figures, but 5 of one figure, so we actually got 5 battle droids. Now, if you're curious why I bought battle droids, I guess you're just going to have to wait and find out for a future video. Next, we have the Clone Gunner, or Phase 2 Clone Gunner from the Republic Attack tank. And if you're curious, I do have the set, and I do have this figure already. But I really like this figure, so I ended up buying a second one. I think he had it for like $2 and some odd cents. Next, we have Luke Skywalker. I believe this is from the Skiff Guard set. As you can see, it's the older Luke with the yellow head and yellow hand. I'm quite happy about this figure. He looks great, and again, he was cheap. These came from another seller along with a few different parts. But he had a great price on all these minifigures, so I picked him up. Next, we have the Cantina guy, or one of the Cantina band members. Now, I can't remember the name of their species off the top of my head. If you know it, please let me know in the comments section. That way, I can remind myself of it. But I was hoping he had more than one, but he only had one in stock, so I just bought that one. But I'm quite happy about having him. I think it'd be pretty cool to get the full Cantina band, so I'm going to continue looking out for that. So that is all the figures. Next, we just have a ton of parts. I'm starting on this end because this is kind of more of the blander end. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't call it bland, but, you know, they're not more interesting parts. From here to pretty much here is all filler. Don't mind the mess on the floor. So a bunch of this is just filler, and what I'm hoping is this is enough filler to finish that mountain and the overflow of, I guess, the middle area where the door is. I believe, and I humbly believe that all this will finish the mountain and be just enough filler for the rest of the mock. I highly believe it, and I'm very hopeful that I will not have to make another Bricklink order for the rest of HOF. I firmly believe that with all of these parts and the parts that I still have yet to use, I highly believe that it is plenty of parts and plenty of things to use for finishing HOF. So this is kind of one of the reasons why I mentioned to get hyped, and again, I'll mention more in just a moment. But other than a bunch of filler, we have some tiles right here. We have 550 to be exact of these 1x2 tiles in the black translucent clear. If you're curious why I bought those, you'll have to stay tuned as well. So we got some more filler. We got some more white bricks over here. In the back, we got some of those ball joint pieces for, you know, something. We have some tiles mixed between 1x6 and 1x4s. Coming down, we have some more white bricks, some more white plates. Those are kind of just to finish certain areas. Back here, we have some cheese slopes and a few of these inverted 1x2 slopes. Moving down, if you're curious if this is going to be filler, this is kind of iffy question because of the fact that some of these black 1x4 bricks are going to be used for a side project that I've been doing and will be releasing soon. But I'm basically going to use as much as I need for the side project, then what's left is going to go for filler. Moving on, we have this kind of bag of printed pieces and stickered pieces. As you can see right here, there's a stickered like mirror piece. There's another one roaming around the bag right there. This is actually going to go right here. This is kind of covered right now, but that's going to be going right there. As you can see, I'm working on a control room. But I'm not going to get in depth. That's going to be its own topic in the next update. But yeah, so that's kind of printed and stickered pieces. We have some masonry bricks. If you're curious why I bought a bunch of those, I ended up deciding. So I was thinking, okay, I want to build up my masonry brick collection because I'm running low and I've been needing to, you know, get into the habit. So I bought a bunch of the dark gray, light gray, and the tan, or dark tan, I guess. We have some different black slopes or inverted slopes. Those are going to be for the computers in the actual control room. I have it completely designed, and I'm excited to get working. Right here we have a mixture between, this is like filler and some slopes, and then right here we have 100 olive green 1x2s and 2x4 plates of the dark green. Right here we have some more black slopes, This is a mix between Blaxloves and 1x4s. We have 100, I believe, of the tan 1x2s. This is kind of a mix. As you can see, this and that came from the other seller that I was mentioning. It's kind of one of my pet peeves that they mix them all together. If it's something small and there's not many of it, I don't mind if it's mixed together. But when it's kind of a mix between a lot of parts or a lot of different parts, I don't like it when they mix it together. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine. But I'll look over it because it's not that big of a deal. But then we have the sticker or decal or whatever it is. Again, I'm going to contact them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I didn't want to make it too long, but I did want to get it out and get you guys hyped for the next episode of Hoth, because of the fact that the next episode of Hoth may be the final update. It may be the final progress episode of Hoth. Now, if you're curious, there are going to be two separate finale videos. There's going to be the final progress video, kind of where it's kind of like an update, but it's going to be like everything completely done. Now, I don't know if I'll have like the walkers set up for this that part of the finale. Again, it's just going to be the final progress finale, and then there's going to be the regular finale, which is going to have everything finished, everything lit up, everything in place, what it's going to be looking like, and with the walkers standing on their 4 feet. So get hyped for this next episode. I know it's going to be a lot of work. I have a lot of work for me within the next week. So I'm going to do my best and do my hardest to get that final update this Sunday. So I'm going to have some friends over. We're going to do some building and get this mock finished. So get hyped. I really wanted to get you guys informed that Hoth should be done in the next update. So please, please get hyped and get ready for the next episode of Building Hoth. So that's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.